Hey there folks, as far as you're concerned, my name is Freak with a Pen, and real quick before the video starts, I just wanted to ask you to please consider checking out the Patreon to help me keep the wheels on this operation a-rolling. Especially if you're interested in perks like a spot in our monthly raffle for a free spot on the Wheel of Wednesday, or early access to all the edited streams. Hey there folks, as far as you're concerned, my name is Freak with a Pen, and this is the new Tuesday stream, and we are taking a break from RoboCop so we can play ROLLERDROME, because shit went down today and I just want to try something different today. So I played through the tutorial, and I think I've basically missed some of the story at the very beginning. But I mean, it was just like black screens with like a line of text. So I'm not gonna beat myself up over that. The Matterhorn Arena. Let's do this!
If you're just tuning in, you're joining us live at the ROLLERDROME Arena in London. Morgan Frey and Casper X have been the clear breakouts today, each taking an early lead in their respective groups. No love lost in that rivalry. Morgan Frey, the reigning champ, and Casper X, who the experts are saying will take home this year's cup. Next up after the break is Kara Hassan, a new competitor to the sport and someone who showed great promise in the junior leagues. How will the rookie fare against the reigning champions score? Don't go.
There's dried blood on the inner lining. Oh! That's not good. Holly Spanton. Come on, let's see. I want to see a really weird name. Kara Hassan. I heard about your qualifier in Berlin. I look forward to seeing you in action for myself. Welcome to the championship. It isn't what it used to be. Morgan Frey. Damn! Then why am I going into the arena with a couple of pistols if I got a friggin' shotty in my locker? The fuck? Nothing beats a chunky treat. Chunkies, an official sponsor of ROLLERDROME Championship. The hell is this? Combo tokens are a new addition to this year's championship. They increase competitors' score multiplier while also giving the media some good photo opportunities. They're calling them trick tokens. They mark areas where competitors need to perform special aerial tricks. Huh. Cool. Who keeps a pew-pew in their locker? That's a red flag. Well, I mean, the thing is, in ROLLERDROME, one of the ways that you're actually supposed to get points is by taking out other people. It's sort of like if Tony Hawk ran the death race. Control, we were stronger together. Let's do this! Oh, I am out of, Ooh! Ooh! Fucking perfect dodge. Get you some! Dang it. No. So I've been sitting here with my coffee clutched to my chest, and I'm going to put this down in the hopes that I won't scald myself. Again.
Ah, should have seen that coming.
Oh, I wouldn't sign up for this as an activity then, and I'd be the first to go. I mean, yeah, me too. Victory, baby! I'm sure there are people that can do that way faster, but you know what? This is like, I've only played the tutorial so far, and I'm having fun. Coffee. Dodge a grunt bat attack. Collect 5 combo tokens. Grab a trick. Perform a grab trick by the trick token. Beat Gao Yan's personal best of 200,000. Beat Morgan Frey's all-time best of 300. What was my score? Alright. You know, let's go ahead and retry. Perfect. The last... Oh, there you go. Or was that the last combo token? Where was it? Whew. Welcome, folks, welcome. Ooh, yeah, nice. Beat Morgan Frey's score. Still couldn't find that last combo token, and I can't seem to find a way to get up to that one trick token. I'll take a B. Welcome, folks, welcome. On to Pikes Canyon. April 6th, 2030. Take out the warhead before he can activate his shield. What in the Sam hell is a warhead? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good for old Pat. Dodge 20 sniper, dodge 2 sniper shots at the last moment before they fire. Dodge shoot 5 rockets out of the air. Rockets? Fuck me. Ooh, what was the trick I was supposed to do? Nose grab. Okay, I don't think that was the warhead. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Sorry if I'm not talking too much during this stream. Whoo!
Match victory.
I really should have chosen something that I could talk more during. Oh, that's not even a hard one. Oh, God. That one challenge isn't even a hard one to do. It was just doing the hunter I don't grind a lot in this game, I notice. I think that comes from the run and pew pew style of the game. Because usually in a skating game, I'm all about grinding. Wow, what? Fuck me for trying to do the, welcome, Alan, welcome, folks, welcome. Fuck me for trying to do the challenges. Okay, let's run it back. We going again. I hit the wrong button. My bad. Thank you for the extra bullets. I completely fucking missed the token there. There we go. Hey, Sheeta.
Match victory.
Whew. I didn't beat Morgan Frey's all-time best, but you know, let me see what I can do now that I'm not focused on doing the challenges. Let me just try one more time. I got this. I got this. God, I am not... What happened to my dodges, man? I'm not beating her score.
Kara Hassan. Match victory.
Yep. Alright. I tried. I tried. Ooh. Shoddy. Hey, Sheeta. Boy, I hope there's some cutscenes soon. Not a lot of story to this campaign.
All new competitors are expected to complete advanced tests ahead of the third round of the championship. Up next, Kara Hassan.
Ooh, wall rides. What's that, Ashita? Platinum Arcade Paradise? I'll have to hit 5 different targets. I don't know. Whilst in reflex time, fire when 2 lines meet to perform a ooh. We got tech here, folks. If you have PlayStation Plus, it's free to download on PS5. To check that out. Hey, Peach Keen, how's it going? Civet Summit, 30th of April. I was going to make a joke that, hey, it's the 30th of April right now, but that's a few hours off. Yeah, but what is the game like? Ah, really? Oh, gee, I'm already at low health? Fuck me. Smooth move, X-Lax! Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's what it is. Buying and playing arcade little by little, converting your family laundromat into a full arcade. Ooh. Interesting. Dang it.
Kara Hassan eliminated.
Friggin' hands going numb. Sinking them in my bed. Alright. Alright, let's try that again. With a slug shot from above, Jesus. For example, they fused GTA into Pac-Man, into a Pac-Man game. Might be good content for slow days. Fair enough. I'll look into that. Oh, come on. Does that really not count as above? God, ah, dang it, and I've gone past the elapsed time, or past the par time. Fucking finally. The game made me feel old and nostalgic. Well, yeah, that'll happen.
This looks ancient.
What? No, it's only 30 years old. I remember seeing this in theaters.
Yes, you're old. Who cares?
It's just that one clip from Owl House of, come on, it can't be that old. Old, it only came out 30 years ago. I saw this in theaters. Performing 10... Okay. Now that I'm not trying to do the side stuff, I think I should be able to pull off a 10 combo. Welcome, folks. Welcome. How y'all doing? $24,000-point penalty? Really? Put my balls in a salad shooter, why don't you? Alright, let's do this. Ah, dang it. There we go. I'm pretty sure I did a dodge there. I don't know why the game thinks I didn't do a dodge. It's a little annoying. This is fine. This is fine. I'm not bitter.
Match victory.
At least I get the 10. At least I got the 10 trick combo. I didn't beat Morgan's time, but or Morgan's score, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. Everything is fine. Only 2,500, Judge, you fucking... It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm happy. Happy as a clam. Shotgun to stagger a riot guard. Oh god, new enemy. Eliminate house player whilst wall riding. Okay. Shoot 5 mines. Oh god. Finish in less than 2... What? What's the par time? Collect all 5 combo tokens. Perform safety grab. 540 by the trick token. Acid drop into the action from the entrance ramp. Y'all didn't teach me how to acid drop. Okay, I guess we're going in raw. 415 combo beat blah 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 blah. Unless
This is the final test
okay.
of new competitors of the 2030 ROLLERDROME Championship.
Cool.
Up next, Kara Hassan.
Alright. Cool. Cool. Air out. Hold L1 while going up a quarter pipe to air out over it. Okay. So now I can... Okay. Alright, okay. I can just go over... At least they are teaching you. Yeah.
They are now eligible for all future stages of the 2030 ROLLERDROME Championship.
Yay! Hot diggity daffodil! Houston Mall. Well, the Houston Mall can wait for just 1 second, because we have reached the first hour of streaming. And as is tradition, I shall read something from one of my weird reference books. 72! You have no idea whether there's actually something on page 72 or not, Ishida. You don't even know if this book has a page 72. I could have picked up Flanimals. I didn't, but you know, still. It's the principle of the matter. Anyway, oh god, this'll end well for me. Oh no, wait, world history. That's slightly better, I guess. Some people don't want to admit certain things can happen. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so page 72 from the textbook. I figured as much, yeah. Oh, this whole thing starts on the previous page. Fuck me. Fictional scenes from history, and the deleted scenes they should have left in. Think of a time when you had to relay a story that someone else had told you. Did you go out of your way to make the story less interesting? Of course not. You pumped up the details a bit to make your version sound even more rad than the one you heard. Unfortunately, that's sort of how history works. Just like a movie based on a true story, Many of our favorite historical anecdotes have been carefully edited to make sure they have satisfying endings, audience-pleasing morals, and above all else, an American protagonist. Here we examine some of the most iconic scenes from history that never happened and take you through even better true stories we wish they told us. Fictional scene: King Tut and the Mummy's Curse. In 1922, archaeologists opened the tomb of King Tutankhamun King Tonkatoys, thus unearthing the Pharaoh's curse. Reports detailed an inscription on the wall of the gravesite that read, "They who enter this sacred tomb shall swift be visited by wings of death." Sure enough, Lord Carnarvon, a member of the party, dropped dead days afterwards from an infected mosquito bite. Then, a security guard stationed at the exhibit dropped dead of a stroke. Only one problem: the curse, allegedly inscribed on the wall, never existed. It was wholly invented by a tabloid reporting on the field. Only one more problem: Carnarvon was originally sent to Egypt's warm climate by his doctor because of his poor health. Sorry, one more problem: most of the remaining members of the party lived to a ripe old age. Oh, wait, we dropped something. Jesus, another problem? Okay, that guard who dropped dead, that was in the 1970s, 50 frickin' years later, which either means we're dealing with the world's toughest guard or the world's least dedicated mummy. Or, of course, the third option, which is that the mummy's curse is bullshit. A better true story: The Cursed Wedding. The wedding of Marie Vittoria del Pozzo to Prince Amedeo of Savoy was never meant to be. Let's just recount the death toll from this happy day. The woman responsible for laying out the wedding dress had hanged herself instead of the bridal gown. The colonel leading the bridal procession fell off his horse and died of sunstroke. The party was stopped at the palace gates, and when the gatekeeper was sent for, they found him lying dead in a pool of blood. The best man shot himself in the head immediately after the wedding. The man who drafted the marriage contract fell into an apoplectic fit. A station master got pulled beneath the bridal carriage at the railway station. The bridal party turned around at this point and went home, presumably not willing to let the curse spread to the rest of the world. But on the way back, the Count of Castiglione also pulled underwater under the wedding carriage and was killed. The Count was the last one to die that day, but 10 years later, and suspiciously nice round number, isn't it? Prince Maria died after complications from childbirth at age 29. We're going to call it, at some point, Princess Maria perhaps just jokingly once said she'd sell her soul to be queen, and the devil took that to be his RSVP card. Jesus Jiminy Jumpin' Christmas Christ. I love these books. Woo! Anyway, back to it. the... Oh, you're one of the riot guys. Well, now we know where the friggin' mines are coming from, I guess. Come on, dude, throw the mines out. Well, that went poorly. What the fuck exactly? Hey, Sonny Pitbull, how's it going? Turn the... I gotta say, that's the only thing I'm not liking about this game's gameplay. What the hell is the enemies? Oh. Oh, what? Whoo, boy.
Kara Hassan. Match victory.
This might not have been a great game to stream. Just because of the fact that, or at the very least, not to stream alone. Just because of the sheer fact that I'm not really talking during this. I'm mostly sucking on my bottom lip, trying to get through the level. Oh, my score is going to be terrible. Not surprised. I'm honestly surprised I got that far away from the D. Phrasing. Let's try that again. Safety grab, okay. Sir, I am trying to do something. So rude. Like, do I come to the fucking, men's washroom and knock the dick out your mouth? There we go. What?
No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Oh, come on, Gim. I was in the groove. I was in the pocket. I was in the other entirely fucking irrelevant 90s slang. I was gleaming the cube. Oh, God. That wasn't even cool when I was a kid, for God's sakes. Take this opportunity to just wave out the hand. Get a little blood flow. When did I get a grenade launcher?
Match victory.
If the time thing doesn't fuck me too badly, I might have beaten... Oh no, I didn't actually make it up to her score. Crap. So yeah, the time thing definitely did put me below her. Ah! You bitch! I'll accept the C. I'll accept that. Story? New weapon acquired. Grenade launcher. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure, I just got the grenade launcher. I just got it. Yeah, it's not like I was using it in that last fucking round or nothing. It's fine. Dishwasher? Yes. So for those of you who have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, because I've used the term dishwasher, yes, like several times now. There was an episode of JonTron where he was, I think the review was Titanic, which was the bootleg Titanic game on SNES. Or it might have not even been SNES. Actually, I think it might have been the Super Famicom. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But there's a point where... No, because it was a disc game. Fuck, what was it? I don't remember. But there's this joke he makes early on in the thing about he's joking that he doesn't know where he's supposed to put the game, what console the game is supposed to go into, and eventually he just goes, dishwasher, no, dishwasher, no, dishwasher, yes. And you know the game starts being weird later, so he just goes, dishwasher, yes. Whenever a game is weird, I just can't help but think of dishwasher, yes. Is there really no... okay. Apparently there's not any kind of, Apparently there's not any kind of, what do you call it, story here. Ah, well. Into the Echo Basin.
For some promising new contenders in the quarters, among them Osun Mi, Lola Igwe, and Kara Hassan, who will each be taking part in tomorrow's round at Echo Basin.
Okay, here's
While
something.
THPS continued his pursuit for the title, running circles around the house players. However, he still can't seem to catch Morgan Frey, who continues to be the one to beat this year. Now, I don't know about you, but in my opinion, this is proving to be an unmissable championship. And from what I hear, the IRF have plans to make it even more spectacular. So watch this space. We'll be back after the break with more Rollerdrome coverage.
Protests over Matterhorn police bid hit London, headed by the New Action Army. Privatization of law enforcement at the heart of recent anger. Boy, it'd be horrifying if that was happening in real life. Rollerdrome, Casper Ixk keeps momentum in quarter, but some. Casper Ixk keeps momentum in quarters, but Morgan Frey still ahead. Ah, European plugs. Smells like the cheap Matterhorn stuff. Kara, I've seen what they have in store for the next rounds. They're really out to destroy us this time. I tried to bring it up when I was on air, but they cut me off as soon as I started. Morgan. Oh, neat, I'm friends with the champ. Really? You fuckers couldn't even spring for a real bowl of fucking fruit? Casper Ixk, Morgan Frey, Clarence Hauser, president of IRF, Young Lola Iguaz crossed out for some reason. Dear competitor, we would like to remind you that you represent the IRF, even when outside of matches. Views expressed should be in line with the values of the International Rollers Trust. Right. Dear Car, congratulations on getting this far in the championship. I'm Jean from Matterhorn's PR department, and I'm just reaching out to you to see if you'd like to take part in any advertisements or promotions. They would of course be paid, and will boost your profile among Rollerdrome fans. Looking forward to hearing from you, Lola Igwe. I know we haven't spoken much, but I just thought I'd let you know that the New Action Army is having a protest this Saturday. We could use the support of more competitors. So Lola is no longer in the competition because she's been fired due to her political beliefs. The sound of an existential crisis. Hey Kara, I got your highlights on TV. Not bad for a rookie, but your technique could use some work. I'd be happy to give you some private training if you'd like, Casper. Haven't I been beating your scores? Like I might not be able to get Morgan on a lot of these maps, but I'm beating your score, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I was working on the Matterhorn police takeover before all of this. Now that is journalism. Okay, well, play devil's advocate. The audience is enormous this year, and just a bit of extra coverage. You know perfectly well what this is. It's insidious. You're a freelancer. What does that have to do with anything? I can still quack. I'm not sure anyone would notice. Oh, shut up.
I mean, the thing about being a freelancer is the fact that you don't actually really have a contract with the well, I mean, you have a contract, but you know what I mean. House player compensation program. The following benefits will apply to all house players taking part in the Rollerdrome Championship. House player payment increases 20% after each consecutive season. After 3 years of service, all house players will be awarded with free education and health care. Jesus Christ. I thought this was just Tony Hawk with pew-pews. I didn't know it was going to be a sobering look into what it looks like for privatization to take on. Oh, God. I didn't think it was going to be talking about megacorps. So, I mean, hey, I guess it's not that different from RoboCop. Oh, God. Okay. All house players will receive a generous life insurance policy courtesy of XZ Bank. In the case of death in the family of the house player will be rewarded the life insurance payout. Jesus. Fuck. For internal IRF use only, house player recruitment. Jesus. Big push for airtime. Why now? The role of Rollerdrome in Matterhorn's future plans, policing partnership. We are not covering this. Call IRF. Plans to ramp up challenge. Response to phrase outspoken comments. Morally bankrupt. Maybe. Yeah, no. Like I go away. Loves to rage. Fun to watch. This works for me. Classic, clear. Clash of the Titans. Morgan Frey. Casper Ixik. Fucking dicks. Oh God in heaven, what's on this side? Spider tank? Yeah, what the hell is this thing? 2nd of June 2030. Notes from meeting held between the Commissioner of Police and Matterhorn Executive Branch. Matterhorn to demonstrate new advancements in redacted technology with a live showcase of the MK of the Mark 1 ZX 743 Spider tank. Showcase to take place at the end of the redacted round of the 2030 Rollerdrome Championship. Upon successful demonstration of Mark 1 ZX 743, rollout to police force will commence. In return for supplying said equipment, Matterhorn Executive Board will have full operations control over redacted. Jesus Christ. Mothering spider tank? Sweet Jiminy fucking... My greatest hits. Yeah. Your greatest hits, that's real funny, considering what we've just read. Alright, what's this? To all journalists, we will be reassigning a number of personnel to Rollerdrome. Oh, this is the fucking thing talking about so that they don't actually cover, you know, the cop stuff. Oh, boy. What? I'm sorry, how did that not hit him? No, I'm gonna go ahead and restart because that was some bullshit. What the fuck are you? What the fuck? I could have sworn there was one more of those dudes.
Match victory.
Sorry, it was a way hard to support so many people. Hey, no problem, Machida. Really? Out of all the things, I only beat Juan Flores' score. What'd I get? Alright. Okay. Sure. We'll pretend like that makes any sense, that I was able to get a B there. Dishwasher? Yes. Welcome, folks. Welcome. We've gone to the Barbican Arena. July 25th, 2030. Damage a poly beam with 2 different weapons before she has a chance to teleport. Okay, so I guess the freeze ray guys are the poly beams. How am I gonna do that? Well, I guess it says damage, not take them out. So, I mean, I could probably hit them with a grenade and then blast them with the Kimbo. Watching Beast Wars. Fuck yes, Beast Wars, baby! Ah, Beast Wars, so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's not perfect, mind you. There's scenes where they're running uphill, and it's literally some of the most laughable animation I've ever seen in my entire life. But other than those rare occasions, Beast Wars is fucking peak. And you know, there are all these like G1 fans that are like on Tubi for free. Well, you know what I'm watching tonight? Goddamn. Which is really kind of annoying considering the fact that I have the whole thing on DVD. I just don't know where the fuck those DVDs are. Beast Wars were so good, but I know there are all these G1 people that are like Optimus is no monkey, or something like that. Like, truck turn into monkey, or something. It's something like that. It's something stupid like that, you know, like, the G1 fans that shit on Beast Wars say. There are a few shows on, and movies on Tubi. I mean, I used Tubi for the first monthly watch-along on the Discord channel, or the Discord server. I think what we ended up watching was the first episodes of... what was it? The Double Dragon cartoon, Street Sharks, the Men in Black cartoon. There's another one, but I can't remember what the hell it was. I knew of G1, but Beast Wars was my jam. I mean, I was aware. Well, I don't even know if I was aware of the G1 transfer. I mean, I must have been aware of like Optimus Prime, right? Like, I don't think I knew about Bumblebee, but I had to have known just through cultural osmosis. You know, Optimus and Megatron, right? Right? Now that I think about it, I think I didn't. I think Beast Wars was my first. They just put Jackie Chan. That was the one. That was the fourth one that we watched. That we watched on the Discord server watch along. Jackie Chan Adventures. Yeah. I kind of wish I had stuck with Jackie Chan Adventures for the whole 2 hours that I did of that. Or no, I don't even think it was 2 hours. I think it was like an hour and a half. Because the one episode we did watch, they didn't even use the talisman powers. I think earliest one I could watch was the movie with G1. But I mean, look. There's a reason why Dinobot, like, again, there are some G1 fans that like to shit on Beast Wars. And let's be entirely honest, we all know why. It's just a matter of, you know, this isn't what I grew up with, so, you know, we're gonna say that it's ruining the franchise. And it's just like, is it though? Because Beast Wars gave us Dinobot. And Dinobot is still the second most highest rated Transformer of the series. And I don't mean Beast Wars when I say of the series. I mean Transformers as a whole. Could go on forever about Jackie Chan Adventures and Beast Wars. Yeah. The youthful days of yore. Wait, we're back in... Wow, I really beefed it there, didn't I? Followed by Black Arachnia, exactly. You know, some G1 fans will always shit on Beast Wars, but I do love the fact that the majority of them, however, do look at it as, you know, just something to expand the canon. Okay, I don't get how I'm supposed to... Boy, would it be nice if I got a single fucking second to breathe. Ugh. God. Heaven. Whew. Oh, my arm. They give us 2 romances in Beast Wars. Okay, there was Black Arachnia and Silverbolt. Who was the... Oh, right, Tigertron and Air Razor. I forgot about that one, because, they got abducted by fucking aliens. And then, spoiler alert, got mashed together into, what fans, lovingly refer to as Cyborg Jesus. Beast Wars found its footing midway through season 1, but it's season 2 and 3 are peak works. Oh, absolutely. Oh God, oh man. Spoiler alert again for Beast Wars. The death of Dinobot is so fucking heart-wrenching. And then Megatron brings him back as just this mindless soldier, and it's just like, oh my god. Peak cinema, absolutely. But by the end of it, Dinobot's spark, like, forces its way to the surface, and he, again, sacrifices himself to stop Megatron. It's, oh. Beast Wars are so good! And then Beast Machines happen.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
And I get real sad. But if I can just get into this for just 1 second. Beast Machines was probably the first cartoon I ever watched where the critic in me grew. You know, I think that was the impetus for me being critical of series that I even like. Even series that I like. Because I watched Beast Machines, and while watching it, I can distinctly remember thinking, wow, this sucks. What else is on? It's because they didn't bring anyone outside the voice actors to work on it. I can believe that. I can believe that 110%. And here's why. The backgrounds are bland as shit. I know it's supposed to be Cybertron, but, like, it's just... it's boxes. The entire landscape is just boxes. It's... ugh. And the writing was... ugh. The character models were... ugh. Rat Trap looks like he is rotting. There's just this chunk out of Rat Trap's back for no reason. And Botanica is stupid. I'm sorry, but Botanica is stupid. I don't have a problem. I don't necessarily have a problem with a transformer that turns into a plant. But the thing is, there was no reason for Botanica to take on that form. The planet that she crash-landed on, if I'm remembering correctly, was not overflowing with energon to the point where if they did not have these new forms and the shielding that they offered, that they would be... that she would basically go into stasis lock, which was the reason that they took on the animal forms in the original. Well, that was the reason they took on new forms in the in Beast Wars. The reason that they chose animals was so that they could blend in. Well, that's why the Maximals chose animals, so that they could blend in. Frankly, there's this whole thing with Maximals and Autobots choosing forms that are more practical, that would be in disguise in everyday life. So, yeah. And, like, yes, including Rat Trap, considering that, you know, it's prehistory, man. They got dire shit all over the place. They got huge-ass versions of animals fucking everywhere. Whereas the Predacons and Decepticons choose much more conspicuous vehicles for the purposes of having more firepower. In which case, and in the case of the Predacons, they chose animals that were either extinct or much larger versions than what was, you know, around at the time. I mean, I find that shit fascinating. I mean, I understand if you know other people wouldn't, but I find the whole theory of the choices of alt forms really interesting, and the theory behind it. It's one of the many reasons I'm not a huge fan of the Bayverse, because Michael Bay is obsessed with the military and, pew-pews. So he was like, fuck all that noise. Half of the good guys are going to be tanks. Why? Because fuck you. At least Beast Wars used the excuse that they scandal. I mean, yeah. Yeah, then the whole they got to Cybertron, but Megatron beat them there and took over. Yeah, which just how could possibly Megatron have gotten there before and like with enough time to take over Cybertron? Not only take over Cybertron, but basically extract everyone's spark. So, the whole noble and savage thing was kind of cool, though. Like, that's the only bit of praise I can give to it. And of course, since it was a good idea, they dropped it immediately. They dropped it almost immediately. And then they made people we care about evil. What they did to Rhinoc. Genuinely angry. Genuinely fucking infuriates me what they did to Rhinox. It's unnatural for us to be in these forms. Motherfucker, there was an entire goddamn episode about how you were were the member of the main cast that fully fucking synchronized with your fucking with your animal form. Okay, look. Rhinox and Silverbolt being evil when they were under the control of Megatron, I'm okay with. It's this whole thing of, him basically wiping the memories from their sparks and putting them in these new bodies. Spoiler alert for Beast Machines. I don't give a shit if I spoil Beast Machines. Fuck Beast Machines. About halfway through the season 1, Megatron realizes that he can't really fucking follow 5 different people when he's the only sentient robot on the planet on his side. So he takes the sparks of 3 people and puts them into because he's got like a bunch of like drones. So he takes sparks of 3 old Transformers and puts them into these new bodies. There's Tankor, Jetfire, and... Was the motorcycle Sideswipe? I want to say it was Sideswipe. And Tankor, of course, is he's the big dumb, get 'em guy. Jetfire talks like a TV show, game show host for some fucking reason. And the motorcycle guy that I think is supposed to be Sideswipe is dark and brooding and cool. And throughout the show, we find out that Tankor's spark is Rhinox. That Jetfire's spark is Silverbolt, and and Sideswipe's spark came from Waspinator, which doesn't make a lick of fucking sense because Waspinator stayed on Earth. How the fuck did he get back to modern... How the fuck did he get back to future Cybertron if he stayed on prehistoric Earth? I'm calm. I'm centered. No, I'm not. Beast Machine's fucking... Anyway. So as they go along, most of the generals manage to break their programming. He was on Earth in the past, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You would never do that, especially after everything in Beast Wars. Exactly. So, when he broke Megatron's programming, he decided that basically going against everything he said in Beast Wars, that the whole bioorganic forms were an affront to Cybertron, or God, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Beast Machines. That's why I don't count that series, since it didn't know how anything worked in Beast Wars. Yeah. Oh, and Silverbolt, instead of, you know, when he gets a new bioorganic form, instead of being this cool, you know, wolf hawk fusor, he looks like fucking Sam the Eagle. He looks like someone mashed together Sam the Eagle and Toucan Sam. God, Beast Machine sucked. Emo Bird, exactly. And what the fuck was up with Optimus in that series? It's like, he's blind faith in listening to the Allspark, I think is what it's supposed to be, at the center of Cybertron. And it's like, and yet there's an entire episode proving why he shouldn't just blindly follow the fucking Allspark, because it turns out that in one of the episodes, Megatron has figured out how to send signals and make it seem like the Allspark is telling Optimus to do something. And God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, and Silverbolt has this whole thing when he comes back where he's like haunted by the stuff he tried to do as Jetfire. And you know what? That would have been fine if it lasted a couple of fucking episodes. But it's like his whole fucking deal for most of the show. Ugh. The only only thing I give it is the contentious evolution of the creator growing up. Yeah. Super pissed. Oh. And then there's what I consider to be the worst part. Rat Trap. Rat Trap is my second favorite part of Beast Wars. Topped only by Dinobot. I found him funny, and I found his back and forth with Dinobot great. We don't have Dinobot anymore, so it just comes across as Rat Trap being an asshole for the entire fucking show. You can't have a comedy duo if the fucking straight man fucked off. Sorry, meant the continued evolution of Cheetor. Yeah. I guess I was okay. I don't know, a lot of the time he just sort of came across as... I mean, I agreed with him most of the time when he was basically like, Optimus, can you please be our fucking leader instead of just blindly following the Allspark? But, like, I don't know. And then the new kid, which I can't even remember what the fuck the Bat Kid's name was. For God's sakes, it gave him a fucking emo fringe. But again, that whole series in Abomination, yeah. Like, if I have it, like, gun to my pew pew to my pew pew to my head, I had to say anything good about the series, about Beast Machines. The whole Noble Savage thing was kind of cool. You know, how they meet this wolf guy who named Noble, who has no memories, and then they find out that whenever he passes out, he becomes this gigantic dragon-like creature that they call Savage. And then it turns out that when Noble gets his memories back, it's Megatron that he's been experimenting with, giving himself a more powerful form. And then they extract Noble. They extract Megatron from Noble, and he just doesn't have any of his intelligence anymore. He's basically this whimpering creature, and he's just scared, and and he's trying to understand, you know, his friends. Like, he knows that the Maximals are his friends, but he can't. But again, they just dropped that fucking plot line like a hot turd, so, you know.
But the show is bad!
Even the one good thing I can say about the series, they fuck up. It was hilarious that Silverbolt, Waspinator, Dinobot, and Rat Trap all voiced by the same guy. So we could have had Dinobot in the show. They could have not fucked up one of my favorite characters. Relax, 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 relax. You're gonna give yourself a hernia. Oh, yay, it's the spider tank we read about. Well, that seems to be doing fuck all to it. Oh. What did you think of the Starscream possession episode? I mean, it was great. Wing Commander Starscream! I mean, how can you not love whenever they brought back a classic character? I thought it was interesting that Ravage apparently had earned itself enough recognition to be granted sentience? Citizenship? Personhood? He was an actual guy in of itself instead of, you know, being just one of Soundwave's cassette guys anymore. Ew, that is a lot. That is a lot of time. Past the par. I just realized we hit 2 hours a bit ago. Whoops. So let's go ahead and what do we got? Punk Tees, the Punk Revolution in 125 T-shirts by Martin Popoff. But could still transform into his... Well, I mean, you know. There are a lot of Transformers with multiple forms. I thought it was interesting that his actual robot face was still the tiger head. Okay, give me a number between... 10 and 182. Love how they kept Galvatron destroyed Starscream. Oh, absolutely. I love the fact that you actually get the lines. I streamed 169. I streamed the War for Cybertron and Fall for Cybertron a few months back, and one of the best bits is, you know, Starscream thinks Megatron is dead, so, you know, obviously he's going to try and become the new ruler of the Decepticons. And they, you know, they recreate the whole who dares interrupt my coronation? Coronation? This is bad comedy. I love it. Okay, page 169. The Subhumans. Wiltshire anarcho-punk subhumans are of the same grim black and white ilk as the likes of Flux of Pink Indians and Crass, but with a sound that is an arresting mix of original punk structure, post-punk atmosphere, and hardcore energy and tempos. Productions were straight out of the second-tier punk bands of 1977, as were Dick Lucas's heavy accented vocals, making for an astonishingly authentic revival sound that one couldn't find with oi bands, or the metallic hardcore bands who profess to be taking punk back from the synthesizer bands. This shirt reproduces the cover of the band's 4th track EP from 1984 called Rats, which offers, through its lyrics, extensive explanation and background to those lyrics, as well as disorientating collage images. COLLAGED. Collaged? Images. An intensely bleak and anti-establishment worldview. They were very, very political. I never had a shirt of the Vancouver Subhumans, but I did have a few from Subhumans from Britain. I only played with them one time, but they were very, very political, you know? Anti-corporation, anti-government, anti-establishment, not anarchy, but very, very political, which was well articulated in their lyrics. So anybody who is a fan of Subhumans would definitely be very well informed on what's going on out there. John Tard, The Three Tards, Toronto, Canada. I would just like to put on record that that is the name of something in the book. I'm not, oh boy. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble with the algorithm. Right, poignant punk shot of Subhumans performing live at the Red Lion, Leystone, London on September 19th, 1981. illustrating the connection between the lyrics and those who need them like they need air. The beauty of punk is that this can be experienced and captured at virtually every show. Maybe I should put a thing on the streams that if anyone donates, anyone gifts 100 diamonds, I'll read something from one of the books. Outside of the normal things. Have you seen Transformers 1? Yes! It's so good! It's so good! Oh! God, I really hope it gets a sequel. I really, really do. It's so good! Oh. I mean, you know, like, obviously you side with obviously you side with Optimus. Because, I mean, kind of have to. He's Optimus. But, I mean, you also very, very much see the side of Megatron as well. I see both sides. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Especially considering certain things in the world today. Anyway. But yeah, it's just so good. And I love that he... Oh, I really don't want to spoil anything. That's just how good it is. Good. So good. Stagger a riot guard whilst dual pistols whilst in super reflex. God damn, alright. Ooh, nice. Genuinely surprised I got it that early. The villain deserves what happened to them. Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Eliminate house player walls while riding between islands. Ooh. Well, that felt cool. Oh god. God damn. Fuck! Well, unfortunately, I have to sleep, so I'll catch you around. Hey, no problem, Ishida. You have yourself a good night. I'm gonna try and get through this last level, and then I'm probably gonna head out, and then I'm gonna probably head off for tonight. It's just, the day has been just kind of butt. Clear first zone without using dual pistol. What exactly do you mean, first zone? Game. What do you mean, first zone? I really hate how much the dodge fucks up my my momentum. Multiple zones? What the fuck? Excuse me. Oh! Oh, so that wasn't the spider tank. This is the spider tank.
Oh, this is the tongue, and the whole thing is the worm. Run for your life!
Cool. That did nothing. Okay. Well, not bad.
Kara Hassan, eliminated.
Yeah, restart boss. God damn it! Throw activating? What do you mean by that? There we go. Yeah! That'll happen when you shove 30 missiles up my ass at a second.
Eliminated.
Okay. There we go. There we fucking go.
My friend. Shh. You wanna get sued?
You damn right, victory, you son of a bitch. My score's gonna be crap, but yeah, fuck it. Oh boy. I mean, I've got to see what this thing is, right? The IRF licensed prototype with two-stage energy charging introduced to the championship to showcase the work of Matterhorn's Zabriskie Research Complex. Excuse me? Finish the run in a single combo. Are you butt fucking I don't even know how the fuck that would work for the fucking boss battle. What the hell are you talking about, game? You know what? Maybe I can cheese this out by just getting these two. Explore narrative. Oh, right, the beta beginning.
Just tuning in,
Right,
you're
right.
joining us live at the ROLLERDROME Arena in London.
Yeah, let's see
Morgan
if.
Frey and Casper X have been the clear breakouts today, each taking an early lead in their respective groups. No love lost in that rivalry. Morgan Frey, the reigning champ, and Casper X, what the experts are saying, will take over this year's cup. A new competitor to the sport, and someone who showed great promise in the junior league.
Oh, there's a picture of Morgan. Hey, idiots, don't touch my stuff. Next time it happens, I'll be reporting to you to IRF of Daniel Murphy. Fuck you, Daniel. You dick. Okay, so it doesn't lock on. But it does seem to do a lot of damage. There's the last friggin' token. Ooh, right in the dick. Well, that made me feel cool.
Match victory.
final two. The hell else do I gotta do? Alright, fine, whatever. A real pro would have gone in there and comboed the whole fucking lot of them. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. Let's go ahead and read the final book for tonight. And that is... Oh, God. What happened? So many things fell. So many things fell. Why'd they fall? Gravity mostly, but you know. Also poor planning on my part. Anyway... Let's go ahead and read the final thing for tonight, which is going to be an excerpt from The Gorilla's Almanac. One of my favorites. I'll just go ahead and pick a random page. Totally random, and not specifically because I want to read the Where Are They Now segments, because I find them interesting. Totally not because of that. Zombie gorillas. Rising up from the grave to the giddy heights of global fame, the zombie gorillas became an overnight of the living dead success after their iconic performance in the Clint Eastwood video. Keen to capitalize on their newfound stardom, the apes formed a cappella street dance troupe, the Thriller Gorillas, performing to packed out regional theaters. It seemed like the good times would last forever. But even the undead have a shelf life. As audiences dwindled, infighting intensified. It all came to a head in a vicious punch-up during a performance of Apes on Ice, their Xmas spin-off show, at Bootlands in Minehead. The dream was over. Stomping off on their separate ways, a few of the zombie gorillas attempted to eke out solo careers, finding a smattering of 0 hours contract work at theme parks, on cruise ships, or as extras in straight-to-DVD horror flicks. Anna tried her luck at children's parties, but booking soon dried up after several kids were left paralyzed with terror. Keith became the face of a short-lived brand of banana milk, but never saw any royalties. But it was Florence, the troupe leader and choreographer, who was perhaps hardest hit by the fame come-down. A short stint as a professional poker player saw her rack up huge debts with the Russian mafia, forcing Florence into a life of crime. One night, as she prepared to ram-raid hi-fi superstore Dixon's, something stopped her. Dancing across 30 TV sets, Florence saw herself and her old friends, performing as one in the Clint Eastwood video. She broke down, called off the heist, and vowed to go straight, eventually telling her story in a TED Talk, since taken down by Parlophone for copyright infringement, titled Primates for Life. It proved to be a viral hit, which, one by one, brought her old troupe back together. The Thriller Gorillas briefly reformed for a one-off, sold-out comeback show in Birmingham, and have since stayed in touch. Sadly, Gordon, the oldest of the zombies, passed away last year. He was 583. Is it weird that I really want to, like, do, like, a whole thing of just, like, showing the pictures? Like, I have no idea which one of these is supposed to be Florence. I mean, this whole fucking thing is bullshit that they put in the almanac for chuckles and yucks. Of course, then again, maybe it's not. crazy bastards who made the fucking gorillas might actually have, you know, each one fucking mapped out on a fucking spreadsheet somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on TikTok, please consider following to stay up to date with all the streams we do throughout the week, plus little D&D sketches and the occasional clip from the stream. If you're watching this on Twitch, please consider following and when available subscribing. We're actually not that far off from y'all being able to subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and dinging the bell. All of that really helps out the channel and lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. If you are watching this on YouTube, there should be an end card the last 20 seconds of the video with 3 links on it. 1 to my YouTube channel, 1 to a video YouTube thinks you'll like, and 1 to whatever playlist I decide to put this in. If you like the stream and would like to contribute to keeping the wheels on this operation rolling, please consider checking out the Patreon, where for $3 you can add a game to the Wheel of Wednesday, which is how I choose the games for all the most of the Wednesday streams, or for half of the Wednesday streams. I don't know why I said most. For half the Wednesday streams, the other half I do whatever I want. Or for a monthly rolling donation, you become a Patreon, or you can become a patron, as we call them, fellow freaks. And that will get you certain. I was going to say buffs for some reason, I don't know why. That'll get you certain perks, such as... that'll get you certain perks, such as a spot in our monthly raffle for a free spot on the Wheel of Wednesday. It'll get you access to our Discord server's Patreon exclusive voice chat room. It'll get you early access to our videos, to our edited streams. Brain, why won't you brain? I should just record this and play it at the end of the stream. But when have I ever made an intelligent decision? What the fuck am I doing? Anyway. It'll also get your name in the credits of every stream uploaded to the YouTube channel. Consider checking out our Discord. We've got a free text chat room. We've got a free voice chat room. We got a room where I post the pictures of whatever of the weird reference books that I read during the streams. We got a room with the weekly streaming schedule, along with posting there every time I go live. And just recently we started doing a monthly watch-along, where I'll put a vote in the Discord about what we're gonna watch, and that is exclusive to the Discord. I don't record it, and I won't be uploading it to the YouTube channel. Mainly because there's not a chance in hell I'd get away with it. Yeah, and if there's not a link directly to any of the things that I've mentioned, wherever you're watching this, there should be a link on my page to my linktree that does have a link to all the things that I've mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye-bye!